Ridge Global is based in Washington, D.C. in the U.S., and we are affiliated with a company here called Ridge Global Europe. And our firms are involved in advisory services around security, specifically and more often cyber resiliency and cybersecurity advisory. But it also includes risk as it relates to the shipping industry. And so we see the nexus of those two risks coming together with this particular technology called Ship Glide. And that's why we're here today. We've also been in this market for over 5 years and had done some presentations around cyber resiliency for other market areas in Greece, including the Greek government and the Ministry of Digital Governance, among other in the past. So that's why we're here to look at this, because it seems like a critical technology that's relevant to the shipping industry. And Greece leads as one of the world leader in shipping, particularly commercial shipping and entrepreneurial shipping, in our opinion. And so for all those reasons, that's why we're here.
Ridge Global is supporting us. I'm with Ship Glide here in Europe. They're partners of ours. They're on our board of advisors, and they have extensive experience in cybersecurity, maritime, very, very long and established company.
I saw your presentation was very detailed and very interesting. Tell us a few about the key points of these presentations.
So I'm part of the engineering side. It was more engineering related. We talked specifically about like boundary layer and ship design and air lubrication and the physics of ship drag, including, I've been over a decade, I built a boundary layer testing lab specifically for studying air lubrication. So we reviewed a lot of the very engineering details of air lubrication installations today.
I understand that you want to increase your presence here in Greece. So tell us a few about the Greek market, the Greek shipping market.
So Greek ship owners are representing almost 15% of the global population of shipping, of 53,000 ships. That's really a powerful. So we are here in Greece today, in Athens, to basically organize some demonstrator projects. So we have work going back in the States, and we're very interested to demonstrate firsthand our technology here in the Greek market for the Greek ship owners.
Well, the ships and the types of ships will be guided by what Ship Glide's assessment suggests. And I think what we looked at, a number of those were very large VLCC ships. Tankers were certainly, but particularly long-haul vessels that are on long-haul voyages are the most ideal, because the efficiency of the system allows for that. Again, that's the technical side, and from our side as a company, we're looking at the application of this technology aside from fuel savings. We believe it could also become a bit of a risk transfer capability that helps ship owners and ship operators assess their operating risk from a performance standpoint, the ecological risk and responsibilities from an environmental and ecological standpoint, and from our particular focus, cyber risk. So you put those three together.
Yes, absolutely. There is a large number of regulations coming down on the ship owners between EEXI, CII, ETS. My joke is you have more logbooks than you have crew. So it's a really kind of an overwhelming state. Hats off to the Greek ship owners for being able to keep up with all these regulations, keeping the business, the industry going, at the same time doing our part to help reduce carbon emissions.
Well, I think that what we're looking at, and the estimates will range, but we're trying to achieve as close to 10% and above. But it's important to note that this particular technology is fuel agnostic. It doesn't depend upon the fuel source being purely fossil fuel, diesel fuel, but it's any combination. And I think there were questions that came out during the presentation earlier about different kinds of fuel operating systems that might be mixes, does it impact the performance of this system? And the short answer is not really. It doesn't. It applies to all of them. And so we look at those relationships and that savings to be in that range. The beauty of this technology and its optimization is that it's very precise. The presentation today was very technical. Even though it wasn't totally technical, it was very technical and very data-driven. And so we're pretty comfortable in the company's capacity to perform and reach these data targets that were identified. And importantly, it's all being determined in a collaborative fashion. So the ship owner, ship industry is able to assess the assessment, as it were, and say, okay, we agree. We see the value, we can represent it, and we can tie that back to guidelines and regulations that regulatory oversight organizations like those affiliated with the IMO would have, so that it's measurable. And that's what's important. That's what I mean by that risk transfer capability. You've got data and evidence that you can go to prove that the savings are real.
So there's lots of technologies available for a ship owner to try to reduce fuel consumption, which also reduces carbon emission. Of all these different efficiency technologies, the one that we're most interested in, air lubrication, the reason we're interested is it's far and away the most potential for reduction. Most efficiency technologies are 1%, 0.5%, maybe 2%. The air lubrication, because of the physics of ships going through the water, it's much larger. It's 10% or more as we develop the technology in the years ahead. The local reduction of air on the ship bottom, the local right where it's happening, is in excess of 50%. So we're just beginning our path to reducing ship friction through air lubrication.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.